In the dead of a Russian winter, 9 hikers embarked on a journey through the icy slopes of the Ural Mountains. They were young, fearless, and prepared for adventure. But what they didn't know was that their journey would become one of the most chilling and unsolved mysteries in modern history. The Dyatlov Pass incident, where logic ends and the unknown begins. January 1959. A group of 9 experienced hikers, led by 23-year-old Igor Dyatlov, sets out on what should have been a challenging yet achievable trek. These were no amateurs. Each member was well-trained and ready for the harsh Siberian conditions. Their goal? Reach Otorten Mountain. But when their tent was discovered weeks later, the scene left even the most hardened investigators shaken. Their tent was found torn open from the inside. Their belongings were left behind, yet the hikers themselves were scattered across the mountainside. Some were barefoot, others half-dressed, as if they had fled in panic. But fled from what? When rescuers found their bodies, the mystery only deepened. The first few were discovered near a tree. Their hands burned as though they had tried to light a fire. Others were found in a ravine, their injuries impossible to explain. One had a fractured skull, another had crushed ribs. Yet there were no external wounds to match these injuries. And here's the part that sends shivers down your spine. Traces of radiation were found on some of their clothing. Radiation, in the middle of nowhere. How does that happen? Was it a Yeti? I mean, who doesn't love a good Yeti theory, right? But seriously, the explanations get wilder from here. The official explanation? An avalanche. Simple, right? Except the footprints left behind didn't match that theory. And the tent? Experts argue that it was set up on stable ground, unlikely to be hit by an avalanche. Others believe it was military testing, perhaps parachute mines exploding in the area, creating the terrifying noises that drove them from their tent. And then, there are those who think it was something otherworldly. UFO sightings were reported in the region at the time. But if that's not enough to chill you, here's a fact. To this day, no theory has fully explained what happened that night. But here's what keeps me up at night. The hikers ripped their way out of the tent, leaving all their gear behind. Imagine being in temperatures so cold your skin burns, yet choosing to flee into the darkness. What were they running from? Or what were they running toward? In 2021, some scientists revisited the case, using advanced simulations to support the avalanche theory. A neat explanation, right? But even with modern tech, many questions remain unanswered. Why the injuries didn't match? Why the radiation? Why the missing tongue of one victim? No matter how much we analyze, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains a chilling reminder of how little we truly know. And maybe that's the scariest part. Not the cold, not the injuries, but the fact that the mountains still hold their secrets, and they're not ready to let them go. Stay curious, stay safe, and remember, some mysteries are meant to remain unsolved.